Let's look at something else that is necessary for the exam. Let's look at what is called, or what are called normal forms, right? So to that effect, we have got conjunctive normal form and disjunctive normal form. So we've got conjunctive normal form and disjunctive normal form. So these are the two forms that we are going to be focusing on. So when we look at the first one, conjunctive normal form, it is what we call a conjunction of disjunctions. So let's say conjunction of, it is a conjunction of disjunctions. What does this mean? It means that you are going to have a conjunction, and inside you're only going to find disjunctions. So whatever you can have here, as long as it is a lateral propositional statement, it is going to be fine. So that is conjunction normal form. On the other hand, disjunction normal form, right? DNF is a disjunction of conjunctions. Disjunction of conjunctions. Right. So in terms of a disjunction of conjunctions, what's going to happen? We are also going to have the same thing. So a disjunctions, but inside we are going to have conjunctions only. Right. So that is by definition conjunction normal form and disjunction normal form. Now we need to look at what leads us to that. So a clause in disjunction or conjunction normal form, we can allow to have a lateral, a propositional statement, or a negation of a propositional statement. Only that. So we can have P, we can have not Q, right? We can have not P over here, right? We cannot have P implies Q, no, right? These are the only, we cannot have P or Q as a bracket and then we have end P and then we have end Q or whatever the case. You cannot have that, right? So the only thing you can have is between the conjunctions is only laterals or propositional statements or their negations. So this applies also to disjunction normal form or in conjunction normal form. All right, now moving on, we see that there has to be steps that we have to follow for us to get there. So if we have something like not P and Q, right, this is equivalent to saying not P or not Q. We did this when we initially started, right? Not P or Q, this is equivalent to not P and not Q. So we're saying this is how negation distributes inside a bracket. Right. We also have the following. P implies Q. If you have P implies Q, this is equivalent to not P or Q. So implication is a disjunction. Then also if you're given P and Q or R, for example, this is equivalent. This distributes like as follows. It becomes P or R and Q or R. As well, P or Q and R is also going to be P and R or Q and R, right? So I think the one that is really you're going to get is on, you can get P or Q, and then they say and R or Q. So you get that. But the goal is to put it in disjunctive normal form. It is in conjunctive normal form, and we want to progress to disjunctive normal form. This would be equivalent to say, we say P or R, we have got P and R, sorry, or Q and R, or we're now dealing with Q. We've got Q and R. So we're not dealing with this Q. We can have O, P and Q, or Q and Q, like that. So this is also something that you can come across. So it applies as well to P and Q, or R and Q. For example, we're going to then have P O R and Q O R and P O Q and Q O Q, like that. Right. So there are some others that you see that Q and Q is equivalent to Q. P O P is equivalent to P as well. Then in some cases, right, you are going to find that P or not P is always going to be true. So sometimes it can, if something is true, it can be omitted in that case. All right. So that is the cases that we have. So as an example for that, I have the following question. We want put in conjunctive normal form. So A and this is fine. So not C or D is going to be not C and not D and B. And then that's it. It's in conjunctive normal form, right? We've got a conjunction of this and that, conjunction. So it is in conjunctive normal form, simple. We also have this one, the negation of that and that and that. So let's distribute the negation first. Negation of A or B, then it turns the sign, or negation of C. Then we have got not A turns the sign not B or C. Then over here we do the distribution. We're now going to have not A and C, or not B. Sorry, it's supposed to be an O inside, not A or C and not B or C, and then it's in conjunctive normal. So we can come across questions like this.